Okay, a little update. Well, today is basically a day where I just need to relax, keep my stress down, not even have fun. Basically, because last night at work I did 9.5 hours on my feet, no breaks whatsoever, and it got to the point where my legs gave out. My legs started, I don't know, start shaking. Took a great mental effort just to keep from falling down, just to keep from just dropping where I stood. As soon as that happened, I had to go sit down right away, or else I'd fall down. Uh, and at that point, someone to take over my work, which thankfully that job was almost done. It was a hard position, and I got through it for the most part. I did have to get help at one point, but that's pretty common for that position. For someone to need help with that at that position, it's a hard task. It's my manager let me go after that. Let me go home, and he could tell I was tired. That's one good thing about that job is when you push yourself and you get to the point where you're exhausted, they're pretty good letting you go home when you get to the point of your breaking, as after when you're supposed to go home. Yeah, and it's one thing if you work at a job where they're pushing you too hard and they are not appreciative. But where I work, they're very appreciative if you work really hard. And I'm not complaining. I'm actually using it as something to be proud of because I pushed myself where I was failing to do more. And failing to do more now, being lazy, but just being physically incapable of doing more. And how many people can say that they've done anything to the point where they're physically incapable of doing any more? On the car ride home, I got some water at a gas station, jug of water, and then got home. When I got home, I had to sit down on the couch and rest because I literally did not have enough strength in my legs to take a shower even. Can you imagine after a car ride home not having enough strength to take a shower? You have to rest before that. That's how weak I was. So today's just relaxing. And that's really something to be proud of because that's how hard I was able to push myself. And that takes a lot of willpower. That takes a lot of self-mastery, I guess you'd call it. Just a lot of just willpower and strength to push yourself. As you know. So something I've been doing also is 18/6 intermittent fasting, and I've noticed near the end of my fasts I'll get really hungry, get hunger pains, but my mind seems a little clearer and I seem to be in a better mood, so that's good. They've been hard. They're getting a little easier, but they've been hard this past week. Let's see what else I got here. I've also started taking a lot of cold showers, and they suck, but they're helping me a lot with my willpower. They help me get up early in the morning when I need to get up. I get up right away when I want to get up instead of when I need to get up. And they do suck. If you notice, just like the cold water, when it hits my face, it actually kind of hurts. It feels like someone's slapping me in my face in a way. And yeah, it doesn't feel good, but it's helping me in my life, like being at that station and being able to push myself to that point. The cold showers, I believe, was partly responsible for that because I was able to work in the heat of that position and push myself and able to even do better than I've ever done before, possibly, and be able to focus as well as I did because it was just so much work. And cold showers gave me the ability to keep pushing myself. I've also stopped giving up PMO, pornography and masturbation orgasm, because I've heard of it benefits, and honestly, I've been having some brain fog a little bit, but I believe that's also what helps with work. Is it's also taught me to push myself. it's taught me to have control somewhat, and it's helped me to learn to push myself when things are hard, because honestly it is an addiction and it's really hard. It is. And you may think it's an adult topic. I've talked about this being an adult channel, but honestly some kids have to deal with this. It's true. A few kids, teenagers, have to deal with this. I started when I was in middle school. Let's see what we got here to discuss. Something I've noticed lately, I think it's because of giving up PMO, is I've accepted my body more when I look in the mirror. Like, I know I'm ugly, okay? Like, my body is really disgusting. It is. But I've started caring less. I really have. Like, I look in the mirror, I think I'm ugly, but it doesn't really bother me as much, you know? It doesn't hurt as much when I tell myself I'm ugly. But then I work, every day at work, I tell myself I'm ugly, I don't know how many times. And I know why I'm telling myself I'm ugly. I think they call it intrusive thoughts with the PTSD. It's because I'm trying to keep myself safe and keep myself from having the false hope of thinking I can have a healthy relationship with a woman's planet, and once again getting hurt to the point where I am in a very bad state. I'm going to talk about that later in other videos. But so the goal I had last time where I studied for Chinese for an hour, or Spanish for an hour, or practice my ocarina for half hour. I did the ocarina, and that was accomplishment. I felt good after that. But it was tiring after that. And then I tried Chinese I got to 28 minutes where I just couldn't do it anymore. Then after that, I'm going to YouTube instead of going to Spanish. And really, it's just a lack of willpower. Here, willpower is sort of a finite resource. Throughout the day, you're using willpower more and more and more, and at the end of the day, it's just you've used up your willpower. You've used it up. You've got pretty much no willpower left. You gotta now, over time, if you keep practicing, if you work harder, you work at it, your willpower will increase over time. The cold showers, though, like I learned, I can't remember the guy that talked about, who was it? I can't remember his name, but he's talking about, I was on YouTube, talking about how you set yourself up for cold showers. You start the temperature about lukewarm, and then you slowly get colder until it's about as cold as you can stand. And that's how you take the cold shower. You don't jump in with the freezing cold. Go lukewarm or slightly cold, and then you get colder and colder and colder. Now I'm getting it to the point where I can get cold to the point where when it's on my head, I'm getting a brain freeze. That's how cold I get. And yeah, it hurts, but it's helping me. And when I start getting the brain freeze, I'm getting out like right now. Nobody hits my face, it feels like someone's slapping me, but it's making me more mentally strong, and because I was able to push myself at work on that position. Now it's tough. Now, why I'm able to focus at work more? Well, the one job's more stimulating, so because it's more stimulating, I'm able to focus more. Live in a world where things are stimulating, that's what causes you to focus. But why I'm able to have the willpower to work at work and not the willpower to study is because with work, I've created in my mind the need to work, where I've got to do this. I gotta go to work, or else I don't have money to buy things at work I need or want. I don't have money. If I don't work, I can't have an apartment of my own. If I don't work, I can't buy anything I want. If I don't work, I don't have food. So I've got to have willpower for that. So the willpower for that is just what I have to work on. You have to get more willpower, and that's going to take time and effort, and it's something I have to accept. Now, and I struggle. I do. but I am getting better. So that's how I'm doing right now. And in a little bit, I'm going to upload another video about what I went through in grades 9 through 12. Have a good day.